Hi, welcome to
We
the
got a
after
submarine,
show.
yo!
Yeah, well, maybe, depending if you can afford it.
Uh-oh.
That's a good point.
It'll only cost all the money we'd make in the run.
I mean, don't buy it. What would you do with it? You have nowhere to keep it. You'd have to feed it. And you'd have to like
Just rent
change
it.
There are a lot. I mean, okay, so a submarine is not a drone. Let's see. Submarines, the cheapest one listed in this book is 15,000.
That one then.
Okay.
That's not that bad though.
Yeah. It's got a handling of 3, top speed of 60, body 2, armor 1, pilot 2, sensor 1, 4 seats.
Is that in Rigger 5.0?
No, that's just in the base book has a submarine. In it.
Really?
The Porteous Lampire or Sea Snake.
Trucks and vans, boats,
Sea snake.
submarines, Proteus lamprey, and the YNT Delphin.
The Lamprey is a sea sled designed for underwater inspection and transportation. It's enough space for 4 passengers who can have their own scuba gear or use systems built into the sled. That doubles the cost and provide a total of 16 metahuman hours of air.
Yeah.
How much does that cost?
15, I think, without scuba systems, 30 with a scoop, like the built-in stuff.
Yeah.
Military models of the Lamprey, double the Sea Snake, are used for aquatic inspections.
So we either get the lamprey, which is 15,000, or the Delphin, which is 110,000.
Yeah. This 3-person sub is ideal for underwater work with a wide variety of interchangeable attachments. I don't think we need that.
No? Are you sure?
Yeah.
How sure?
But how much to upgrade our van? Big Bertha needs to go underwater.
Maybe if I roll good enough levitate, I can just float the van over.
Where are
The
the
channel.
vehicle upgrades?
It's in one of the 5th
Stinks when
edition
you
books.
drop it. Sounds horrible.
Which 5th edition book is it? It might be Rigger.
There's no vehicle upgrades that I can see.
Oh, in which case...
It's still a terrible price for a submarine. I imagine renting that's not going to be, it'll be less than 30,000.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing we don't get experience unless we complete a mission.
Basically, each run you get money at the end, but you also get experience for the run. I can give you a choice. I can give you experience per session, and then split it.
I'm fine with it per run.
Oh, okay. In which case, at the end of the run, you'll get experience. Typically, it's 5 Kal per run, 5,000 Noyen per run as well.
Okay.
All right.
Obviously, that scales depending on A, the person involved, B, random element, and C, the difficulty and scarcity and lethality of a run.
Yeah.
So we're looking at the one for this run is the Blom and Voss Classic.
Yep.
Is what it's based off of. Cool.
It's a pretty boat.
Yeah.
T-boat.
I was just
Lovely.
mostly wanted to know what its pilot rating was, and it's 4.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I can fight it.
Ship.
I can fight it. Let me at it. Let me at it. Mimi just trying to punch a ship.
Rush! Get him!
If you say so.
Bite them in the butt. Good at that.
Very
Touch the
well.
butt.
It's a boat. It doesn't have a butt.
So did we get all the info that we needed?
Sorry, was that Havoc?
I said, so did we get all the info we needed?
We're waiting on the security info, and then I feel like it's sneak up to boat in submarine and board on submarine. You
Yeah.
kick everyone out, and I hack the boat and drive the boat.
I think that might
Profit.
end up being what we have to do. Unless we like sit and we watch the routine and we see like, okay, they only get on the boat at X time, right?
Well,
Yeah.
we could, assuming there's no like magical stuff, we can send the mage in to do some like people recon of like how many people tend to be on the boat.
Yep, I can just bounce around looking for.
No, I can try and like, because I'm gonna want to set up to basically backdoor entry on the boat. So we probably want to chill in the submarine for at least a few hours before we attack it, so that I can like have a have the and like I can have my backdoor entry that I've probed, and I can access the boat without triggering alarms and things like that, and then I can
good
start
for-
messing with cameras and things like that.
It'll help it with extra search time because, as I've learned, like one search roll for a floor might not necessarily be enough if the dice are like, yeah, but what about no?
Yeah.
What if only 2 successes on your sensing every single time you roll it? Literally every okay, yeah.
Well, the only other thing that I was suggesting that we check for is
the
like,
carpet company.
Oh yeah, the carpet
Yes.
company.
I wanna
and
try
whether
that.
there's like a planned outing on the boat that might make it more vulnerable.
His schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, like a schedule, and then maybe if there's something ridiculously expensive in the mansion that we can steal as well for the tax people.
True.
I don't know how ambitious.
I feel like I don't want to
Maybe.
also break into a
Maybe.
mansion while stealing a boat. That's just asking to split us as a group and
Yeah.
more
I mean,
trouble.
it's risky. If you do, they'd probably pay you again percentage on the object.
Right. So
I think we just need to figure out the other things and then also figure out the schedule that is like, how often are they going on the ship, that kind of stuff.
yeah, like
Right? Because they
guard
might not
rotations.
always be there. It might be like during the day they go travel on the ship and do like little beach
That's
things
true.
and
Like
then
we
they come
need to
back.
figure out if he's not sleeping on the ship, then nighttime is probably a better time for us to try and take it.
Yeah.
I'm concerned
Which-
about
and
getting the boat
that
away
means-
without them spotting it too soon.
That means that if they go out during the day and they take the ship out, that during the day we could sneak into the.
Yeah, we probably want to shut down their satellite on the island.
So you think that would
Well,
make them realize?
isn't that only used in like a storm? They've got normal matrix access unless there's like weather getting in the way.
Yeah, like
right?
there'd be a
There's like
hardened
2
one.
different access means. If we knock out both, they can't communicate.
Yeah, there's a hardened one on that like pinnacle of rock, and then there'll be one on the mansion itself, which is like a lesser one, which could get knocked out in a storm.
that
There's
means
also one on the
only-
boat.
And that means that we'd only have to deal with the means of that island for stopping us if we get away with the boat. But they probably still have fast boats, dudes with guns that can sit in said fast boats. So I'm a little bit concerned that like we'll take the boat away, and then like within 10 minutes they'll be like, that giant boat that you can see from the mansion is no longer there.
Well, how good's your
Yeah.
invisibility spell?
The whole
It
boat
may
is
make
gone.
more sense to nick the boat while they're away from the island, in which case then we just have to take care of Mycroft and dump him in the ocean.
hmm
Yeah, maybe that might actually be better if they're on some.
That's
Because then they're not going to be able to get reinforcements from the island. And theoretically, if we have a submarine, we can pop up like directly underneath them, so they probably won't notice us.
Well, there's like a little harbory bit, right? Because this boat has boats.
Yeah,
This boat
Yeah,
has 3
yeah,
boats in it.
Yeah, the
There's,
boat
like,
is boats.
boats inside of it.
So the plus side is Havoc has an internal air tank, so she can swim out of the submarine and then into the boat without us ever having to surface and like
Yeah.
start picking
If
people up.
it's
for
just
us.
the one that like you hold onto it and it's just you have to have scuba gear, then there's no issue.
I have scuba gear.
Yeah, I know.
You
Cool, like-
are scuba gear.
The cheapest submarine isn't really a submarine so much as just a big motor that you just cling onto.
Oh, what the little
Oh, right.
yeah,
handheld ones.
because we have to have either our own scuba gear or it can provide us scuba gear.
Right.
So it might be
I
that
feel
one.
like the yacht probably has scuba gear on it too.
Probably.
Would a submarine not have scuba gear in it?
Well, the little one is just an engine that you attach, like you hold on to.
Oh,
Oh, the sea snake thing.
It's gotta be slightly more than that because you can go like 100 meters down with people on it, and people can't.
I feel like there's has to be like in case something bad happens, you would have like scuba gear or something to get out of the ship with, right?
You don't go in it, I
It
think.
can't quite just be an engine you hang on to because it says 4 seats, so it's got to be
Yeah, I think
like
it's you just sit in it or whatever, but like it
yeah.
doesn't
So
seem
it either
pressurized.
you either scuba gear yourself up when you go in it, or it has an internal air system that will provide you oxygen.
Yeah, but
it's one or the other.
That one seems to suggest like you need scuba gear.
It's one or the other. It increases the price if you have
Oh, which page is that?
the internal. It's in
Yeah.
the 5th edition book.
297 for the text.
7 in
Oh,
core.
for 6th is what I'm talking about.
It's in
Oh
six.
yeah, sorry, that's in the 6th edition book. Yeah, so 297.
Oh my god, so it's in 6. Okay.
So whether that's what the actual thing is or not, but yeah, so it is enough space for 4 passengers who can have their own scuba gear or use systems built onto the sled, though that doubles the cost and provides a total of 16 metahuman hours of air.
Okay, what page is this?
297.
Why did the book not open?
And then the tables below that. A few pages. Either way, we got a submarine. I'm happy.
Yeah, so
that
depths
works.
with individuals on boards are limited to 100 meters. So it definitely can't just be like you and scuba gear because people can't do 100 meters.
Maybe we can do like 60 meters.
You can go 100 meters.
I think.
Yeah.
I think because they've limited it, I think they're trying to suggest that you are exposed to the outside water. Like, the way they've said it, like, you can be in this with just scuba gear seems to suggest that, like, it isn't an internal pressurized area, which is why the price is so cheap. And then they've just said 100 meters because they don't want to say, like, 60 or 70. They want to just be like, look, do it by 100 meters. I think it isn't a pressurized environment. And then either you have your own scuba gear or it's you plug yourself in. Honestly, you'd probably want your own
So
scuba
you
gear.
buy your
so
own
you can...
scuba gear.
Yeah, you probably want your own scuba gear because that way you can get off it however you want.
How much is scuba gear then?
Not that
It's
much.
$2,000 for diving gear, or 2,000 Nguyen for diving gear.
That's
Yeah.
all my money though.
Oh, if you rent it.
Oh yeah, true.
Well, if it's rented,
Scuba
that'd be
gear-
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it for 2,000.
Would scuba gear necessitate the use of a gremlin's roll?
Yep.
Probably.
Oh no.
You're gonna drown.
Yeah, I'm gonna die.
100 meters under the sea. Woo!
Levitate! Ah.
So anyway, that's
Some
an
dwarf
option.
Walking around
but
on the
maybe
boat and a dwarf just goes, ah.
powering is slightly different than that, but that's the like base level, like the cheap one. That's
Yeah, I guess it
Yeah.
just depends on which one we get.
Yeah, you'll probably be charged anywhere between 10 and 20% of an item's base cost to be able to rent it. So, you know, scuba gear, you're looking at like 200 Nguyen each for a couple of days.
It's probably a good idea because, like, I think the problem would be is us getting from.
I
the
mean, even if we were
submarine-
doing a regular boat, we'd want to get close and then scuba
Yeah.
and then like swim in. Like we're
Yeah,
not
exactly.
going to want
So,
to
like, either we go on a dinghy, get it like a ladder we can shoot up to the side of the hull, or we just scuba into the harbor area.
I think that's what we're going to want.
And additional air tanks are normally 50 Nguyen per. Each tank lasts about 2 hours of air.
It also gives you the flexibility of like, do you want to just do a like commando raid on the other boats on the island and just disable them all?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Mm.
If it's them we're catching out at sea, all we have to do is like disable the engines of the ones so they can't follow us, and then like put the unconscious people there because we don't want them. So put them in the boat, push them out, give them some oars, and then we don't have to worry about them.
Yeah. If
chasing
it's at
us.
the island, you just go around, disable all the ones on the island, and then just take the boat, and they're like, ah.
Hope no one wants to go fishing.
So I'm going to have to do a lot of engineering rolls.
Someone's gonna have to.
Engineering.
Oh yeah, one of the things I can do, and this is a 2-part process, but it's pretty slick if I can get away with it. It's just going to take time for me not to get caught. Is I format a device so that the next time that it reboots, it just shuts down and it essentially bricks itself. And then I have to reboot the device. It's a 2-part process and I have to have admin access to it. So it's
Okay.
like a 4-part process, but I can do it.
It's risky.
Yeah, it's a lot of rolls.
Yeah. Also bear in mind that noise values for seawater are really high.
Yeah. That's why I have
What?
Resonance Channel.
Seawater is a really good way of blocking Wi-Fi. It's really good at it.
It's fine. That's why I'm going to get on the boat.
Like some court buildings have fish tanks. Because A, they look nice, and B, they're really good for security. They just block wireless signals coming in and out.
I just thought Mimi's gonna hate being in the submarine because she's gonna be completely cut off from anything.
It's like going into a full-on quiet room. But maybe a bit more so. Just constantly like...
meditate.
Yeah.
She's probably used to noise too, though, is the thing.
No,
like,
it's probably you like the noise. Like, not noises in noise, but like the background hum of like the Wi-Fi around you. You've had it ever since
for sure. It's very like peaceful for her.
Yeah.
But she's probably pretty used to like being, because I imagine that's part of her lived experience.
That was probably part of the psychological trauma experience.
So she'll be like, this is fun. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm not in a room where I can't.
Making me willpower doubled rolls.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Not to freak out.
We all go mad in the submarine. We don't even make it to the boat. Everyone just goes crazy.
Yeah,
it's not quite her phobia. It's not quite. But yeah, so I can format a device, electronics and logic. I need admin access. And then I can reboot the device.
Damn that troll. I'm gonna come back and arm wrestle him and beat him.
Yeah, I was so surprised. I guess it's because the role was based on body, right?
Yeah.
Well, and he had more than me.
Yeah, because trolls.
So
are
it
big
wasn't
and
like
heavy.
an even thing. So
No, but like
But it was
you're
close.
an elf. You shouldn't be able to arm wrestle a troll and even come close. Like that's why he was
but
like,
I have
okay, I'm
lots of
very impressed.
augmentation.
Yes, that's why he was like, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Very impressed.
Get out. You need new face, guys.
So anyway, yeah. So disable mod of boats. Alternatively, I guess I can engineering them. How? I feel like that's more complicated though, because we have to like get to the engine.
Some of the ships are smaller.
That's fair.
Or we just rig them with explosives.
Ooh, I like that. But that definitely will kill the people when
That's
they try and use
also
them.
an engineering
Yeah, but
problem.
the HMRC won't know because they won't be on the boat.
Ooh.
Also, the engines
Okay,
on a
this would be a
ship are
lot of sprite.
normally
how
in like
many?
one spot
How many boats do we think there are?
How many sprites?
on the full entire
Oh
island.
god.
Yeah,
On the whole island, probably quite a few.
Yeah, it's
that would
11.
like.
There'll be a couple of fancy ones and then like a crap ton of like wooden boats with outboards, I feel like.
Yeah, like how many that we're gonna try and stop?
Half a dozen or something? I don't know. You haven't got
Damn
that
it, I
yet.
can't quite read. I
That was
can't
like
compile
6.
that many sprites.
What were you gonna do?
Just compile machine sprites and be like, don't let this boat go anywhere.
Oh dear.
I'd still have to get admin access though.
And then maybe I could just summon like an earth spirit and be like, smash all the boats.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how many boats
The
you gotta
boats.
smash. And then I'll summon another one.
Gonna smash them.
The problem is that's not subtle. Like we're trying to do like a subterfuge
No.
boat sabotage.
Well, I could
Yeah,
do
I
that
think-
once the alarm's raised and they start going for the boats, and it's like, okay, go smash the boats now.
Surely you want a water elemental. Summon a water
Well,
elemental and
yeah,
be like, tides to push them away from us, please.
I mean, they literally have the power. What's it called? Engulf. So they can just engulf the boat and sink it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, just engulf the inside of the boat. The boat is no longer buoyant.
As long as you get like
That's
a
the plan.
butt ton of tasks, what are they called?
Dude, in the time that we've done
Yeah,
this
whatever
after show,
it is. I can't remember. Services, something.
How much
Mm.
fan art have we
Anyway,
got?
we have options. So destroy the boats on the island, figure out where this boat is. Are we gonna try and maybe get it in while it's in the sea, stop people chasing us, take boat, profit.
I
Yeah.
like that.
I think we got a great plan.
Black Sun has already transcribed
Coming
episode
together.
1
What?
for our wiki.
Black Sun's back.
Once the wiki
That's
page is up.
incredible.
Nice.
In the time that we've done this.
Nice. Oh dear. It seems a solid plan so far. Got yourself a
It's
submarine.
coming together.
We'll find out when
It's
it
got
happens.
enough wiggle room. I feel like that we have contingencies when it all inevitably falls apart.
Yep.
I
We
think
could
we're gonna
always
have to
go
come up with
full
multiple
phase.
plans, but we also don't have all the information yet. So,
We wanna
because
find out
there's
this-
another opportunity where if we can find the carpet company too, we
Yeah.
could
Thing.
act as
We got
them
full
and then
phase routes.
scout information in like a really easy way.
Then we all pretend to be carpet fitters, and we get a bunch of equipment and we hide it in the carpet. We have this huge tube of whatever we can stuff in there.
And then we roll him up in a
Very
carpet and we
ingenious.
throw him off a bridge.
We
Harry's
don't
like,
need
"That
to
was
roll
my
anyone up
machine
in the
gun."
carpet, just equipment.
Yup.
Why?
Wait, why wouldn't we? I'm sorry.
Yep.
What's the point in it being carpet fitters then? I don't understand.
Havoc, did you buy those gel rounds yet?
Oh wait, what?
Havoc, did you buy your gel rounds yet?
No, but I can easily do it. I did buy extra ammo anyway, so I can buy gel rounds for those.
No one
Just in-
fire a
gel
bullet,
rounds.
touch it.
Yeah.
The
No one
intention
fire
was
a bullet that isn't gel ever.
I didn't think that we would
I
need
stick
it
at gel
for
ones.
episode 1, since you said they're going to be in 2-parters where we do a mission and then or like plan and then do a mission. So
Yeah,
Typically.
I'm assuming we're going to be fully tooled up for this.
I mean, we have to go
I mean,
buy stuff if we don't have it.
The professor's version of fully tooled up is the same as his version of not at all tooled up.
I mean,
Except
Mimi's
in
about the
scuba
same
gear.
too.
Actually, no.
I'm sorry, what
His
we
version
need
of tooled
here-
up is he brings a gun, which he will never use because it will backfire on him.
Yeah. Also, if you like get on the deck and you're like, right, we've got an assault cannon, a rifle, and then nothing. Kill the nothing, it's a mage.
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
I'll be
I
confusing
take the
too,
gun
'cause-
and I just brandish it like I'm some dude with a gun.
Just get on the deck and go, ah! do, 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 do.
I point it and then go bang, and they get hit with clout and they think they've been shot by a gel bullet.
It'll be fun.
I think it does the same damage, so it will feel like it's an indirect spell, so it's like an air burst that just hits you. So it's like being hit with a bullet, but spread out a bit. They're wearing armor, they're never gonna notice.
How high is your bluff?
Make a magic con roll?
Yeah.
The trick
Anyway.
is, I make it obvious I'm a mage. They try and geek me. While that happens, Havoc murders them all because she's definitely the more dangerous one of the 4.
That's true.
Well, we'll see.
You say that. The thing is, you can just go hide and then summon a spirit and be like, go kill them all, and then just make another spirit and be like, go
That
kill them
is-
all. Whereas Havoc
that
actually
is
has to
true.
go to them. Like, Havoc's something they can, in theory, deal with. They probably can't. You are something that
Havoc
they
is the
can't.
one you summon to say go kill them all.
Yes, you summon Havoc. If you're like,
You
I
summon
could
a spirit of
but-
havoc.
Yes.
Havoc arm wrestles them, wins.
Also, feel free to continue like poking about the deck and the matrixy stuff. I'm totally on board with y'all
Cool.
figuring it out.
I did enjoy the awkward moment. Like, you what? You need to get better at lying. What was that?
It's rote. Look, just had some trauma.
Oh,
it's
where's
fine.
the dick? My dick's implanted.
I'm actually not bad at lying. I roll like 8 dice, I think, for
It's
it.
just you are facing Concord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm up against.
Concord has 11 for judge intentions, so.
No, I have 10.
Dang.
Forget technomancers have really good social stats.
I guess there's overlap.
I just
What
don't
is
have
judge
any
intentions?
skills in it because all of
Is
my
it
skills have to go into electronics. and crafting.
Intuition, charisma, I think.
Intuition, charisma. Okay.
Because
I don't think it's right then, because my intuition, charisma would be 5.
for judge
it's-
intentions here.
Yeah, and it says 4. on my
Willpower,
sheet.
charisma.
Oh, it's
willpower,
willpower,
charisma.
charisma. Okay,
Okay.
then that makes more sense. That's
My memory, I think, is the best because it's logic.
Yeah.
Question.
So I've also made you little handouts so you can make any notes about your plan you want to. Just so I know it's difficult to remember going into the next episode. Because of the week time skip, and when you've got a detailed plan, things can be tough. You don't have too many details right now. They're probably fine, but in future you will have those handouts if you want to make notes, and also you can draw on the map if you need to draw on the map. Don't draw penises because it will be hard to actually delete them. So there we go. Thank you for watching this after show.
That's what I'm drawing.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I will put.
Don't look at
penalties
me.
on you.
Look at the roll
I'll put
20.
penalties on you. I will. Anyway,
It's
bye.
still a vote, right?
Bye. Bye.
What if I just draw
Bye.
2 circles?
Bye. I will actually take negatives to your like actual physical character. I will murder
I'm
you
not
all.
doing it.